Hello, my name is Stephanie, and I am doing this video because I've just felt this conviction in my heart about doing it for a while, and I always was putting it off, but I just feel like this is the time, and if I don't do it, you know, I just feel like my conscience and my heart is going to be heavier and heavier. This video is about God. Around 2020, I got really sick due to COVID. I thought I was gonna die. It was really, really bad. And around the time of COVID, I used to believe a lot in astrology, numerology. I thought I was like a star seed. What else? I forgot what else is out there. The whole star seed. I forgot. There's like so many names for all these other things, and I was like so convinced, right? That at one point I felt like I was going crazy. But I would believe in anything but God. I knew God probably was real or not. I had like some mixed feelings about it, but I preferred to believe in 21 Division, which is a Dominican religion where it's you worship like these statues, right? You worship these statues, and you have to like give them food, wear their colors, and you know, they have these ceremonies where you're told that certain like spirit that's behind that statue follows you. Like it'll be like for example, there's one called Saint Martha. Saint Martha is the statue where is this woman that has a python on her, and she's basically used like to control men, dominate men, etc., etc. And during these ceremonies, people would claim to get possessed by this spirit. She'll end up crawling like a snake or whatever. So that's one example. The second example was Santeria, I think, that it's practiced in Cuba, Brazil, the Dominican Republic as well, and they're African deities, right? So they have one that's called Chango, where he's like, they call him Macho Chango or something. So he's like this African warrior. His colors are red and black. And then they have what's her name? Oshun, right? Oshun is this like lake goddess, right? Where you have to, she loves honey, she wears always yellow, she always has like these yellow and green beads. So, and during ceremonies they'll be like, oh, that's the Orisha, the deity that walks with you. So you end up convincing yourself that you end up taking her characteristics as being flirty, this, that, and the third. So I was like obsessed with all that, like a fanatic. And when COVID hit, it became so dark for me. I thought I was gonna die, and right when I was about to die, when I felt like I was dying, you think I called out to those orishas or whatever? No, I called out to God, and that was the first time I opened the Bible because I really felt like it was it for me. So ever since then, when I opened that Bible, I really felt like God was talking to me, like whatever, what, like his words literally like came in me. It was more, it was like it was something that needed to be done. I felt like it was God's calling. And then for some reason or another, I some these words came in my mind, and it was like the new age is a new cage. Basically all these things that you guys see, the horoscope, the astrology, they say, oh, it was in the Bible. The king's men, I think, they followed astrology or whatever. No, they did not follow astrology. They followed a star that was there, that was shining above where baby Jesus was born. It has nothing to do with astrology. It's all a lie. It's all to confuse your identity. When you think about these things, like for example, if a person is like an Aries or whatever, they'll be like, oh, they'll use an excuse of, yeah, I have to be a leader, I'm bossy, I'm this and that, and they'll, how can I say, like they Aries say that they're they have bad tempers or whatever. So you'll be blindly by for any situation, and then you'll use that as an excuse because it's already in your mind, and you'll want to flare up and get mad or whatever and things like that. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. Like these astrologers, psychics or whatever, they claim this and that, but at the end of the day, they can't even save themselves if they wanted to. You know what I mean? It's all BS. It's all lies. It's all lies. You know, and it's very deep because I've seen things, you know, like half asleep during sleep paralysis when I was, you know, involved in these things. And it's not what people think. It really isn't. I used to see this one guy, right? I used to see this guy, and from the very beginning, I felt like something was off about him, right? Like something didn't seem right. But then I'm just like, you know what? You barely go out. You know, you probably just being a little bit too cautious, right? In regards to him. So, you know, give him a chance or whatever, ignoring like all these red flags. He was just so off. Like we were supposed to meet at 12, and he calls me at 12 and is like, oh, okay, so what are you doing? I'm on my way. Completely like confusing me. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought you were gonna be here at 12. He goes, no, I was gonna start getting ready at 12. And then I'm like, okay, just let it slide or whatever. Shows up late, whatever. And since then, it was just like little things he would say, and then he'll be like, I didn't say that, or this, that, and the third, just like questioning my reality. And the first time he slept over my house, right? The first time he slept over my house, I was like half asleep. Like it was like I was trying to wake up, but I couldn't. While he was sleeping next to me, I saw something come out of him in my like half asleep thing I was going through. And whatever came out of him, it came out like out of his chest, and it reached over me and it grabbed my neck, trying to choke me. And in the dream, basically, I remember feeling this is my last day on earth. And when I woke up, I was like out of breath. I've never felt so petrified in my life. And I was like, oh my God, I just had this crazy nightmare. And he just, even in the middle of the night, he was just like, oh, what happened or whatever. Just weird, very, very strange. And when I told him about it the next day, he goes, well, what did you do in the dream that made me do that? And I'm just like, huh, okay. I just kept, you know, letting things slide. And as time went by, it really made me feel like I was going crazy, like I was drowning and I was barely coming up for air. You know, on the internet, there's been so many videos about narcissists and all this, that, and the third. And I used to always think narcissism is a person that's just like really obsessed with themselves, very conceited, you know, selfish. But no, no. It is way, way deeper than that. I have come to a point in my life where I do realize that, you know, we live through spiritual warfare every day, and if you don't know God, you really don't know what the hell is going on. You just living your life day by day, and you are an enemy's agent, you know, without even knowing it. You know, you can be a good person or whatever, but I really suggest for the people that don't know God, definitely, you know, try to make an effort into knowing who He is, because He changed my life so much. And before this, I used to watch videos on people that used to do this, and I used to criticize, and I'm just to be like, oh, please, you know, it's not real. I feel like Christian people, they're soft. They're like, no. It's the complete opposite. I used to have a very different life before I knew Christ. I used to bartend. I used to get so drunk. I was a completely different person, you know. And I didn't see anything wrong with it until things just completely changed. And I was just like, oh my God. It was just like, it's like I died, you know, that old version of me died, and then a new version comes. And don't get me wrong, like, I still like struggle. I still, you know, feel like I stumble. And I hate it, but I'm not perfect. You know, no one here is perfect. No one, no one, no one. And, you know, I just felt like doing this video because I just felt like this conviction that I always kept on, like, you know, trying to put to another time or whatever. But I just feel like it was very important. And I know I said a lot of things, and I'm sorry if I like confused any of you guys, if I was just like rambling, but it was just something that was like on my heart, and I hope, you know, you guys were able to follow when I spoke. But yeah, definitely try to get closer to God and try to, you know, maybe like read the word. I suggest maybe like reading Proverbs. You know, it'll explain a lot. And when it comes to relationships with people, men and women, whenever you feel like something's off and you're just like, you know, you're like kind of like scared in the relationship, and the person doesn't have to touch you, doesn't have to even curse at you, but what they do is create these web of lies and confusion. It's so real. You know, don't fall prey to it. Don't fall prey to it. Ever since that relationship, I've always felt like people that don't have a connection with God, they're very susceptible and open vessels for unclean spirits that just want to destroy, and they find gratification. It's like they're like sadists, you know. And like I said, they can be all that, but they don't have to touch you or hit you or any of that. It really is real. And there's going to be so many videos of people trying to talk about narcissists or whatever, and I feel like people, unless you experience it, people think it's like the pop version of the word. It's like they don't know exactly like what it is unless they've gone through it. And it's a very terrifying experience, and it becomes a cycle. You always think like the person is gonna change, but no, that person is slowly killing you. You feel weak, you're not the same, you lose your sense of identity. So definitely be strong, value yourself, love yourself, know that you are capable, and don't settle. You know, don't settle, and just know what they're doing. Like, who the hell are they to want to control you and, you know, make you lose your sense of self? Because deep down inside, down in your core, you know something's wrong, but for whatever reason you just want to continue in that relationship because you feel like they're going to change. But the only thing that's changing is who you are as a person. You know, you're losing yourself, and time will go by and you'll be like, oh my God, like, you know, or sadly you'll just be stuck in that cycle, you know, in that pit until it's too late. There's actually a video on narcissism where it shows like how they operate a little bit. It's like a little mini film. This isn't my first time doing this video, so I don't know if like I'll be able to do it right. So I'm gonna like try to like post a link or something like that so you guys can check it out. But yeah, definitely always trust your instincts, trust your gut, you know, because it never lies to you. It never lies. And you know, I don't want you guys to think like this is all like another Christian video. No, this is more like something that I've experienced, and I wouldn't lie about something so serious, you know. But definitely be more aware and listen to your instincts, because then they're not gonna lie to you, you know. But I just wish everyone happy holidays, and I hope that whoever is in a relationship like this, they're able to open their eyes, take control, stand their ground, and walk away. Okay? Bye.